Great, well, more running around Monstro, because this is clearly very fun. I have to say, I've never liked Monstro as a world. It's just... I don't like particularly labyrinthine levels, because they're just not fun. I mean, I'd say there's one exception in this game, but the reason that that world is an exception is because it's got a bloody epic plotline in it, and I would not have it not be kind of labyrinthine, if you know what I mean. I'll get to it when we get there, but it is the longest world in the game, and it's the penultimate world as well. And oh god, I really dislike this jump. This jump would be so much easier if I came to it a little later. But, am I going to do that? Hell no. And I literally just screwed myself over. Excellent. And you can't do anything from these. So it's just like, oh, buggery hell. So we've got to get all the way back up. Ugh. Thankfully we've got a boss shortly. So there is no need to worry about there being no plotline going on this episode, so that's good. I just wish this jump wasn't so dickish. To be perfectly honest, it probably is miles better for you to come to this, try and do this jump after the next boss. But yeah, I don't roll that way. I want to be a badass and pull off these magnificent feats. I will settle for nothing less. Ja! Oh fine, let's get this over with. Because I think there's a save point, so that makes things easier.
Why do you still care about that boy?
It's pulsating.
He has all but deserted you for the Keyblade and his new companions, after all.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really?
How rude!
Of course you will. Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
That they do.
Mind your own business.
Riku, Riku, Riku. Why do you always do this to us, mate?
Riku!
Pinocchio, wait!
What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days.
Not
do
true.
you even want to save Kairi?
I do.
Oh dear. Looks like Pinocchio's got himself into a wee bit of trouble. Oh, thank God there's a save point. But we shall go and save Pinocchio later. I want this bloody item. I can't even remember whether it's a useful item or not, but I want it. Platforming. Not good. Oh, thank God. Oh, it's only a mithril. Well, that sucks. But the key thing is that we want to get over here. Because there's another item over here. Oh god, they're everywhere. Oh, thank god someone's killed him. Right. Right, let's attack that way. I would rather not lose the chest down the hole. Okay, so we definitely did need to come over here because we needed those Dalmatians. And the reason we're doing it now is because it means we don't have to come back here later. Because the less backtracking, the better, if you ask me. Anyway, I think it's boss time! Although it's not technically the end of the world boss time, it's, mid-boss time. Yeah, Monstro lasts for a wee bit longer. Joy. Oh, Donald can get them on. Excellent. Oh, if you can have more. Tornado, that'll do. And... between Treasure Magnet and Lucky Strike, I'd say. Yeah, let's go Treasure Magnet. Could be more useful. Yeah, as you can see, I'm setting up. Time to go into the bowels of Monstro. Interesting. The only time I've been into anyone's bowels is when I was playing Okami. Who? Oh god, no. No. Not him. Anyone but him.
You up for this?
No problem. Let's do it.
Here we have the infamous Parasite Cage. AKA McBastard. He may not seem too bad now, but Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's summon Bambi, because this is actually a good tactic. Aww. Now Bambi will constantly spout P-balls, so you can literally just sort of fire off a load of fearers. Whilst Bambi's about. So you can take off a hefty chunk of Parasite Cage's health bar, which is quite good. No, I don't want to. It's your fault you got in there. Let's use arrow and then go hit him in the face. Now, Parasite Cage is infamous, largely because of a particularly famous Kingdom Hearts playthrough that came out years ago now. And he is a frustrating boss because he hits you everywhere. He gives bloody painful damage, and he's just frustrating, really. In the final mix, Parasite Cage's main body is light orange, as is the antenna on his head. The smaller head is a light tan, and the small spikes on it and its hands are blue. Its arms and base are pale green, and its hands are yellow, and the flower-like section of the base is violet and lavender. Parasite Cage himself bears many similarities to Prison Cage from Final Fantasy IX. And I've had a look, and it's very true. Parasite Cage looks a lot like Prison Cage. Now this is odd because Final Fantasy IX is the only game in the Final Fantasy series from 7 to 10 that did not have a character appearance in the game. So I guess you could take it as Parasite Cage filling in that role. per se. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Vivi came and took place in the spotlight, so Final Fantasy IX did get some time to shine. Anyway, now that we've whooped Parasite Cage's ass, we are back here.
Please, give me back my son.
Sorry, old
Riku,
man.
you
I
dick.
have some unfinished business with this puppet.
He's no
What kind of
puppet.
unfinished business?
Pinocchio
Jesus
is my
Christ, you
little
are into some
boy.
weird stuff, Riku.
He is unusual. Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Kairi?
What do you care about her?
Ah! How rude. You're gonna pay for that, Riku. Right, now you really want to open this chest, because it gives you high jump! AKA the most awesome jumping skill ever. It basically allows you to jump really high. Look! Oh, it's great! Causes a bit of a problem, jumping across to Merlin's place, but, other than that, I love high jump. It just allows you to do so much. It's great. Like, you can get up to the top of there now. It's just like, woo! We can also go about getting all of the items around this area. And boy, there's some good ones. Oh yeah, we can get a Trinity here. Yay! Let me get a Mithril Shard. Excellent. Also, I think you have to get high jump to continue, so because you've got to get over to the platform over there, and you can only do that with high jump. So yeah. Now there's a lot of long jumps that you're going to have to try and pull off here if you want to get everything in a reasonable time. Great. Now, one thing that I do find quite interesting is that, come Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora does get to keep his high jump ability from what I remember. No more does he jump really slowly. He has this awesome speediness and height in his jumps, which is just awesome. I mean, I could be wrong, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 in forever, but yeah, it's so good to be able to jump this high. Because it means that we can get a lot of stuff that we weren't able to get beforehand. And over here, we have Water Gleam, which is another summon gem. One that I won't be using for a while, I hate to say. Largely because I've not quite found a need to use it. Yeah. It's pretty much a case of a lot of the summons are kind of useless. To be perfectly honest, all of them are useless. You can literally just get through the entire game just bashing things with your key. In Kingdom Hearts 2, there is one summon that is particularly helpful because of the amount of damage he does. But I shall point him out when we get to the world where he comes from. Which shouldn't be too long now, about 10-ish parts, kind of. It's not too long. Anywho, now that we've got high jump, we can get some stuff from the bowel area of Monstro. And also, I kind of want to level up a little bit because the next boss is, well, can be absolutely infuriating. It is one of the single most frustrating boss fights in the entire game. I think it's even worse in Chain of Memories, but obviously I haven't played Chain of Memories, so I wouldn't quite know. But you get the picture. So, if you wanted to wait to get all the items until you get high jump, it might be a good idea, because they do require a lot of careful jumping skills. And high jump makes them just so much easier and simple. So, to be very honest, I probably would recommend waiting until you get high jump before you go rooting around in here for the items. I just kind of wanted to be a badass, you know? And we're gonna get a bloody large body in the door, aren't we? Oh, no! That surprises me, actually. No, I think I should probably come up with another little bit of Kingdom Hearts trivia. In the introduction scene, so long ago, as I'm sure you recall, that scene, as well as Sora's monologue during it, is supposed to express his confusion at the world he lives in, trying to figure out if it's real or not. This was intentionally used to make the player suspicious of the world they're in, creating doubts, as if you actually imagined it. I'd say it works to some extent, but yeah. It's annoying that most of the trivia that I've got I can't pull out for a while. Kind of sucks. Yeah, if you want to find like massive Kingdom Hearts information, you want to go to places like KH Insider, because I mean that's where I'm getting a lot of my trivia from. They're also very good for like their news and stuff. So yeah. You know, Monster is getting tiring now. Here we go. And there's Mega Elixir, which is very useful, obviously. Yay! Oh. Ruining my fun. No! No! Oh! Hate it when that happens. Just hate it. Ah, he followed us down. Oh god. This is just madness. It's gonna get worse though, so... Now, doing this is a lot easier with ability we're going to unlock later on, but obviously we can't get it until later on, so... yeah. Right, well... after beating up these guys, I think... it's going to be time to, continue doing stuff in Monstro, because we're nearly done, thank god. We can get out of this beast. Because you're actually kind of trapped in here. You can't physically get out, because you can't gummy ship out of here. Because, you know, you're trapped and all. At least I don't think you can gummy ship out of here. Oh, my memory's not what it used to be. But there's also the whole thing of why would you want to leave the world without completing it? Unless it was physically impossible, in which case you'd just level up. So, yeah. You might be able to get my ship out of here. I know you can do it later on, but that's returning to the world. But, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's continue. Woo!